go, Cam. It's time for X Games. Harley-Davidson Flat Track gate drops. Take it away.
And the 69 with the great jump, but guess what? The number 9 is right there, as we talked about.
It's the jammer and the slammer. Jamming Jared Meese with the lead, slamming Sammy Halbert in the 2 spot. Watch Sammy. He's going to have to go to work early. He doesn't want Jared Meese to break away.
And, of course, as they get settled in, lap 1 in the books of 20. So, lots of time here to race, but these two riders, of course, they know each other's propensities. They know each other's styles, so now they've got to make decisions. How do you ride the track? Where do you ride the track? And, oh,
man, Sammy. The front wheel came off the ground. He had the throttle wide open and picked the front wheel up. He never let off, and he finally set the front wheel down and went after Meese. He's right on the back tire. Sammy Halbert looking for a way through.
And as you said, winning his heat race by over 7 seconds. Looks so tough. He breaks traction. Not only is it's hard when you get out of that race line, but we know that both these riders have that preferred line dialed in, but not afraid to take a look down the bottom.
Here comes Sammy.
The 69.
Sammy set that up perfect. He'll go in there and take that spot away. He got a good drive off of 4 and stayed on the inside of Jared Meese, and he will take the lead going into turn number 1.
Now here's the question. He's been so quick. You're fastest in seating. Does he run away? Does he get away from Meese? And that's something that Meese really has to avoid having happen to him. But there, he misses the line. He stepped to the outside.
And Meese is lighting up the rear tire. He's got a lot of wheel spin. When you're spinning the back tire, you're not driving off the corners. You're spending your time spinning. And Sammy Halbert's walking away. Now Carver takes over the 2 spot, number 23, the Wizard. So we got 2 Harley-Davidsons, 1st and 2nd.
And Carver is there to make Meese pay. So he steps out of line, he spins the wheel, and spins the tires you're talking about, and there again having another problem.
He might be just a little bit flustered right now, which is very unusual for Jared Meese, but it looks like whatever he's doing, he's spinning the back tire coming off the corners, and that's not letting him drive down the straightaways. And Sammy Halbert and now Jeffrey Carver starting to pull away just a little bit. Sammy on cruise control just like he was in his heat race.
Sammy just looks so well put together, and ever since the first moment we talked to him in the paddock, he seemed switched on. He seemed cool and confident. He didn't seem worried. There was a lot of scrambling around a lot of other motorcycles. You never saw much scrambling over by Halbert's bike.
And he didn't make any changes hardly since yesterday. So that means they unloaded fast. They possibly made a few gear changes, and he is moving forward, and he is checking out.
Absolutely. As we see the 23 Carver taking a look back, he wears that number 23 in honor of his grandfather, Frank.
And that is a cool-looking number plate. It's got psychedelic 23 on here. Here at the X Games, they don't have to run the black and white standard number plates like Sammy Halbert has. They can use their creativity to show their brand and show their style, and I think that's pretty cool they let them do that here at the X Games.
And stepping out, Carver has a problem.
He slipped off the groove just a little bit there. There's a little bit of a bump coming off of turn number 4 and also coming off of turn number 2. It's a little bit more severe coming off of one corner, and that's when he stepped in and kind of upset the suspension on the motorcycle. He gathered a handful of throttle and keeps it going the right direction. You can see that back tire, that Dunlop tire in the 69 bike squatting and soaking up some of the bumps. The lower air pressure gets traction to the ground a little bit better coming off the corners.
Traction, suspension, so much going into it, so much thought. We saw a lot of spring changes. Saw a lot of gearing changes. Of course, everybody wanting to have that perfect setup, and Meese looking very aggressive, backing it in, setting it up to attack, trying to move forward.
So it looks like Sammy Halbert, he has got over about a straightaway lead now, looking like he just came off the track from the heat race. He's doing it again here in the main event. Again, that's an XR 750 Harley-Davidson, the tried and true Harley-Davidson. That bike was developed back in 1972, Cam.
Definitely some engineering that's developed over the years. We know the Harley moving forward, working on new engineering, doing so much. And right now, I mean, wow. I mean, taking one quick look back is not even necessary at this point. Halbert must know that he has a huge lead and just has to run it smart. But, hey, you can't tighten up either. You can't protect. If you can't check up, you got to keep racing.
You have to stay loose. You know, the mechanics and the team, their coaches and stuff like that say never look back. If you look back, you're not going forward. So Sammy Halbert's doing a good job staying real consistent, even though the bike is kind of dancing on the racetrack. I think that's how they set up the suspension to get through the bumps a little bit. But he is on the rail right now. He's pulling away. And I don't think anybody's there to mess with him. They might get in some lap traffic. That might slow him down in just a little bit, but there's a rider down right in front of him. He picks that bike up. That is Davis Fisher, the 67 you talked about earlier today, or earlier before the main event with that Nicky Hayden style front number plate. Nicky Hayden actually used to sponsor Davis Fisher on the 67 bike.
And the 69 continues to wail away with 4 laps of racing, or 5 laps of racing as we're in lap 16.
Another bike off the pace. It's the 87 of Mick Kirkness, the Australian rider. Now he tucks in line behind the 69. Also the 24, J.R. Addison. He's having an issue. He is off the pace. We just saw him. And now they're catching up to the back of the 54, which is Mikey Rush. And Mikey Rush is just about to go a lap down. Rush, a winner at the Daytona short track, which we don't race there any longer, but it's about the same size as this racetrack. Rush won that race 3 times back when we were racing on single-cylinder motorcycles, 450 cc's. Here, we're on the twins. Sammy Halbert's picking him up and putting him down.
Oh! It looked like he was going to give way and then maybe unintentionally checked back into the line a little bit.
I'm not sure Mikey Rush knew that anybody else was coming. Now it looks like Danny Essling, he knows that Sammy Halbert's coming on through. He's going to let him go around the outside. He'll do the smart thing, jump back in behind him, because he doesn't want to let the other rider, which is Mikey Rush, come on by him. So here comes Sammy Halbert off of turn number 4. Get through those bumps as fast as he can. Laps are winding down.
2 laps of racing remaining.
Don't forget, Jared Meese had a mechanical. Oh, it looks like Sammy Halbert. Oh, it's just the number plate. I see that hanging off the left side of the bike. If that digs in the dirt, that's not going to be very pleasant for him, so hopefully that won't be a factor. I was going to say, Jared Meese had a mechanical on the very last lap back in 2015. Will Sammy Halbert keep it together? That's just a number plate.
It could dig in, though.
Absolutely, so we'll keep a close eye on him. That side number plate is coming off as they put a lap down on the number 20, Jared
Last
McCoy.
lap, white flag is out. This is going to do it. Turns 3 and 4 for the 69 of Sammy Halbert. He is going to bring home the gold medal here at Harley-Davidson Flat Track, and he is going to be one excited individual.
Sammy Halbert's second medal. It's his first gold medal, and it's Jeffrey Carver's first medal. He'll come home in the number 2 spot, which is good enough for a silver. Jared Meese will pick up his second medal, which is a bronze for that 3rd place finish. Look how happy Sammy Halbert is. Oh, look at that. Baker sneaks in there and gets by Carver. We're watching the leader. So Baker slides in there. He picks up his 3rd bronze medal in a row. Whew. There's Sammy Halbert. Man, he's got to be super excited down there, pulling into the hot box over there. He's going to take off his helmet. Man, what a dominating performance he had all night long, Cam.
It really, from the get-go, he looked smooth. And as we talked about, he's been dominant all the way through. Fastest in seating, fastest in his practice session. Everything just seemed to click for him exactly perfect, as we see Jared Meese, Brad Baker, both pulling in to that podium position.
So Baker, his 3rd bronze medal in a row. We've been doing this 3 years in a row, 2015, 2016, and now 2017. Baker with 3 bronze medals. Meese ends up with a silver. Sammy Halbert picks up his first gold medal here today, and he looks so strong on that Harley-Davidson XR 750.
Absolutely, and just smiles all the way around, of course, and good, awesome to see. Congratulations from fellow competitors. Of course, these guys spend tons of time at the track and battling, but of course, they can all be friends. As we take a look at the replay, here it is. This is where it went down.
See that back tire squatting. He's getting the ultimate traction out of that Dunlop tire. He had the drive coming off of turn number 4 and made the pass for the lead, and there's the celebration for slamming Sammy Halbert as he crossed the finish line, picked up his first gold medal.
A solid effort, of course, and right now Christy is standing by with that gold medal interview.
There it is. Sammy Halbert, you had the choice to ride the Yamaha or the Harley-Davidson. You chose the Harley-Davidson. I bet you're glad about that decision now.
Oh, for sure. Estenson Racing always brings great bikes for me. Tim Estenson came through big for me this season with a great team, and Ted McDermott spinning the wrenches, Corey McDermott, and Enerlon, Trueline, McCandless Truck Center, Sleep Wellness Center, Wonder CBD, Lucas Oil Motion Pro. Just so many people that make this possible. So stoked to get the gold. Got to give this up to my brother Jethro. This wins for him, number 69.
Let's talk about the race itself. You made some major changes earlier. That definitely paid off for you. Do you feel like it was a good choice going into that final?
Yeah, for sure. No, we were really good, right? As soon as we unloaded the truck, the Estenson Racing bike was so solid right from the word go, and we just did minor tweaks on it. The boys worked hard. I can't thank them enough. So stoked to get my first gold medal at X Games. Couldn't be happier. Thanks.
We talked about it earlier. You didn't have any words when I asked you what it would be like to be wearing this gold medal right here. You're obviously excited. What's that feeling like now?
So stoked. I was trying not to think about it when I was out there. Just hit my marks. I'm over the top right now. This is going to be a fun weekend. Just enjoying it now.
Awesome. Congratulations, Sammy Halbert, taking that gold medal.
Thank you, Christy. We appreciate it. So, I mean, what a great performance, and just style, class. I mean, he's having fun, keeping it smooth. I mean, even in the interview, just dominant and clean.